Hello everyone and welcome back to Obas Trading Gist. Today we are dissecting a truly explosive claim that has set social media ablaze. Controversial figure Reno Omokri has launched a scathing attack on former Anambra State Governor and prominent politician Peter Obi, particularly regarding his suitability for the 2027 presidential election race. Omokri didn't hold back, calling Obi intellectually lazy and questioning his governance record. Stay with us as we unpack these claims, show you the raw footage, and then offer our critical analysis. This is one you won't want to miss. Sit back and take a watch.
What about Peter Obi? Do you think Peter Obi should step down for anybody in 2027?
I mean, other than ethnicity backing up his campaign, Peter Obi is not qualified to run as a local council development area in Lagos. Okay, I'll give you an example.
Former governor, Reno.
Yeah, he was former governor of a state like Anambra. I'm going to tell you something. In Lagos, one investment, and this is not the biggest investment that Tinubu did, but one investment, Eco Atlantic City, is $6 billion. Please, you can fact check me. If you are watching at home, you can Google it, fact check me. The entire GDP of Anambra is $6 billion. So how can you begin to compare a man like Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and then under Peter Obi as governor, he almost doubled poverty in Anambra? I mean, you can fact check me.
I can say also that, and I agree with you entirely, that you can't compare Peter Obi to...
I'm not even done. Please, I'm not even done. The man is intellectually lazy. If you look at his qualifications, of all of the presidential candidates in 2023, he was the most intellectually backward. He had a poor degree in philosophy. If you look at Kwankwaso has a PhD in water engineering.
He made good in business. Wouldn't you consider?
Listen, a trader is not a leader. You have people who are illiterate and are making good in business. Well, Cosmos Maduka is an illiterate, he's making good in business, but you're not going to make him president of Nigeria because being president of Nigeria is more intricate than trading. Anybody can trade. In the United Kingdom, in England, the aristocrats, they don't want to trade because they consider it as a low, below them. Anybody can buy for 5 naira and sell for 10 naira. That is not intellectualism.
Well, don't let's say too much about your very good friend Peter Obi. But let me just thank you for making the time to have this interview.
But how come now? You see, you are dressed like this now. You cannot share.
And by the way, I must commend your the fact that you are always dressed in Nigeria outfits.
Nigeria spends $4 billion every year importing clothes like this.
Wow, Reno Omokri certainly didn't mince words there. Let's break down the core of his arguments. First, he asserted that Peter Obi is not qualified to run as a local council development area in Lagos, suggesting that his experience as the former governor of Anambra State pales in comparison to the complexity of Lagos. This is a bold claim, given Obi's extensive political background. Omokri then drew a direct comparison between the entire gross domestic product (GDP) of Anambra State during Obi's tenure, which he stated was $6 billion, and a single private investment in Lagos, the Eco Atlantic City, also valued at $6 billion. The implication here is that Obi's economic impact in an entire state was equivalent to just one project in Lagos, suggesting a lack of significant economic achievement. This comparison, however, might simplify the complexity of state economic development versus private sector investment. Perhaps the most direct and damning accusation was that Obi almost doubled poverty in Anambra State as governor. This is a serious allegation and one that, if true, will significantly impact public perception of his past performance and future leadership capabilities. Omokri challenged viewers to fact-check him on this point, underscoring the gravity of his statement. Finally, Omokri dismissed Obi as intellectually lazy and criticized his philosophy degree, contrasting it with a PhD in water engineering held by another presidential candidate, Kwankwaso. He went further to declare that a trader is not a leader, implying that Obi's business background is not suitable for presidential leadership. He even used Cosmos Maduka, an illiterate who is successful in business, as an example to illustrate his point, arguing that success in trade does not translate to the intricate demand of national leadership. Now, let's offer my critical take on Omokri's assertion. While it's crucial to scrutinize any political figure's record, some of Omokri's arguments appear to be more rhetorical flourishes than substantive analysis. The comparison between Anambra's entire GDP and a single project like Eco Atlantic City, while striking, might be an oversimplification. State GDP reflects the total economic activity of a region influenced by numerous factors beyond a governor's direct control and certainly beyond a single project. Eco Atlantic City, while a massive investment, is a private venture, not a direct state government initiative that can be solely attributed to a specific governor's economic policies in the same way. The claim about doubling poverty under Peter Obi requires rigorous, independent verification. Without specific data or reports to back this up, it remains a serious accusation that needs substantiation, especially given Obi's supporters often laud his economic prudence. Furthermore, dismisses a candidate based on their academic background, particularly a degree in philosophy or their profession as a trader, raises questions about the criteria for leadership. Philosophy fosters critical thinking, problem solving, and ethical reasoning, all vital for governance. Many successful leaders globally have the diverse academic and professional backgrounds. To suggest that a successful trader lacks the intellectualism of leadership ignores the strategic thinking, risk assessment, and negotiation skill inherent in successful business. Omokri's analogy with British aristocrats disdaining trade also seems out of touch with modern governance, which increasingly values practical experience and economic understanding. Ultimately, while Omokri's comments certainly stir debate, they also highlight the need for a more fact-based and less personal examination of candidates' record and qualifications rather than relying on broad, sometimes inflammatory generalization. So, what do you make of Reno Omokri's statement? Do you agree with his assessment of Peter Obi, or do you think his argument missed the mark? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist for more incisive political commentary. Until next time, stay informed.